Welcome back. I'm Vince Perryman and you're watching Legalese. Joining us on our show is Jennifer Mitchell. We are discussing personal injury law. Jen, before the break, we went into sort of what to expect as far as why you need an attorney and some of the issues that come up. In this sort of area of law, this is the one where we see a lot of advertising from attorneys, whether it be on TV, in print, even mailers to people. And I guess the biggest question a lot of folks have, sometimes there's an impression that, well, that must be a good attorney because they're able to spend X amount of dollars on advertising. But there's so many out there. How should someone go about selecting an attorney to represent them in one of these matters?
Well, the first thing I would caution people on is if an attorney or an attorney's agent ever contacts you by phone before you've contacted them, that's solicitation, and I would definitely caution someone against that. It is not ethical here in Tennessee to solicit anyone that's in an accident. Now, if you've had that attorney previously and there's a relationship there, that's a different matter. But attorneys are not allowed to, contact you by phone just because they found out you were in a car accident. So I would definitely caution someone against that attorney. And in fact, you can even report those soliciting attorneys to the board. Another criteria that I would use, you're correct, you do see all the constant advertisements on TV, and it's hard to decide who has the experience and the expertise that you're looking for. I would recommend that the person speak with the attorney when they call in and give them the details of their accident and tell them that they would like a consultation. I would definitely recommend they go into the office, they sit down with the attorney, discuss the attorney's experience in personal injury. First of all, is that all that they practice, or do they practice other things like family law or probate? Generally speaking, an attorney that specializes in that area, there's so much knowledge and things happening in that area constantly that you want an attorney that specializes in personal injury. And you also want an attorney that knows how to take a case to trial. From the first day that you walk in there, if you have serious injuries from an accident, you want your attorney to begin to prepare your case for trial. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to settle your case before trial or before a lawsuit is filed. That just means that you never take the chance. You never want to just say, oh, that case is going to settle, because insurance companies know which attorneys will settle their cases, which attorneys will not take that case to trial and accept an unreasonable offer. In fact, that's part of a computer system that over 50% of the nation's insurance companies use. It's called Colossus, and they input certain data into this program. The insurance adjusters would collect like medical records, the severity of the injury, the age of the victim, the location of the accident, and the possible venue of where you would file suit. And they input all of this data into the Colossus program, and on top of that, they would input the personal injury attorney's information. And they know, and the computer program knows, which attorneys will take a case to trial and which attorneys will just settle their case. And they also know the records of the personal injury attorneys that do take a case to trial, how successful they are. So when you're seeking out a personal injury attorney and you're discussing your case with them, I would ask the attorney, how many cases have you taken to trial in the past few years, and how successfully? If they can't name, at least 3 cases in the past few years that they've taken to trial, then I would wonder about that attorney and probably try to seek a second opinion.
Yeah. Now, with the Colossus program that they're using and everything, I know in there you said whether or not the attorney would accept an unreasonable offer. What you mean by that, right, is one that is lower than what the injured party would actually be entitled to.
Correct. And a lot of times not inclusive of all of the potential damages, meaning medical expenses, lost wages, property damage. All of those damages may not even have been submitted to the insurance company sometimes, because if you're not communicating with your attorney, they don't know all the time what your damages are to submit to the insurance company.
Well, and I think one thing that a lot of people have seen, well, in all areas of law with this, is I hear clients that I get that, you know, they've been represented by other attorneys, and there was sort of this lack of communication. They got intake as a client, but they were never updated as to what was going on with their case and all. In the personal injury realm, what should you be expecting from your attorney as far as communication with you?
Well, absolutely. The first contact with your attorney should include just a meeting discussing all of the facts of your case, and he should question you on the different aspects and things in your case to get all of not just the facts of the accident and witnesses to the accident to start building that case up, but also the medical providers that you have already been to and the type of injuries that you have. You should sit down and have some detailed conversations with your attorney right off the bat. And then at that point in time, there are pretty much 3 things that need to happen before a settlement offer.
Well, and right now we need to take a break, but we'll get back to those 3 things when we come back.